How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the 100% walkthrough for Lies of P. So, we pretty much wrapped up the Estelle Opera House in the last episode. We're gonna go make a few preparations prior to the King of Puppets boss fight here. So, just going back to the hotel. Alright. So, we want to
At
talk
the
to
House of
Pulcinella
Vanini, even
at Shop
Master
Goods.
Vanini carefully curated this collection box himself. With it, you have returned to us what was stolen. You have our gratitude. The House of Vanini always keeps a few special items in the private reserve, sir. Only for our more discerning patrons, of course.
Okay.
At the House of Vanini,
So now we still have the cranks, as well as a couple of little grindstones. The acid grindstone, and this one temporarily enhances guard performance, as well as the tyrant murder dagger, some liners, and a carcass butcher amulet, which increases damage against carcasses. So the liners, the amulet, and the grindstone, and the weapon, we're all gonna buy right now. So let's see. So we need um 3,000, 4,300, 6,300. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna have to pull out a nice chunk of change right here. Let's see. So that's 3,000. Gobble that up. 1,000. Gobble a few of these. A few of these. I mean, you don't have to buy this stuff, but I mean, the weapon at least, if you're going for the platinum, you're gonna need all the normal weapons. So okay, went on a shopping spree there.
I always welcome friends. May I be of service?
Now we can give the jeweled
No
cryptic
trouble
vessel
at all.
to Panini.
I almost consider it my oldest hobby. Trust me, I won't let you down. There we are. A deciphered cipher just like I used to make. If you ever need me to help you decode another message, I'm at your service.
Okay.
I always welcome friends. May I be of service?
Did not want to do that. So look at this. It says check the ground. The end of the cliff of Krat Central Station Street. There is a good view. Okay. So check the ground should sound familiar to you guys. Let's see. We don't have any Legion calibers, Legion plugs. Okay. So essentially, we're going to need to go to that spot, Krat Central Station Street, and utilize the. Let's grab some gold coin fruit while we're at it. So we're going to need to go to that location and utilize the check ground gesture, which we were honestly we were running. A bunch of us were running around in the demo, like literally spamming that gesture all over the place, trying to get a use for it.
Stalker, please.
Okay, so we can buy this stuff now with the gold coin fruit. Not sure if I showed this off, but increased Fable charge, restores Legion, explodes when Spectre is hit. A lot of these are geared towards the Spectre. Increased Spectre destructive power. Electric Blitz attack for the Spectre. Fire attack for the Spectre. Spectre avoids death and HP is restored. Acid attack for Spectre. So, like I said before, there's a whole system in place with the Wish Stone and utilizing the Spectre. So, I'm going to grab some of this and this. Just kind of spend all these. So I have them in case I want to use them. But, like we said before, the gold coin fruit is utilized for respecking. So, it's good to... It's good to grab that stuff every now and then. Now, I know you can... I don't think we can yet, actually. You can inject boosters into the tree, too. To make their fruit grow faster. Yeah, I don't think we don't have any yet, and I don't think we can do that yet. I've actually never done it, but I've seen others do it. Honestly, there's not, unless you have like a real immediate need for it. I don't feel like the alchemical boosters are really that great to speed it up. I mean, it does speed it up, but I mean, why are you in such a hurry to make it grow? You know what I mean? Just play the game and they'll keep growing. Okay, so we're gonna go to that location. And there'll be some items that we can get through this cryptic vessel. It's a little treasure hunt. Excuse me, sir. Take these guys out. Send attack you. Go. Backstab you. Anybody else coming? No. Smack the doggo. Okay, and this dude down here is still, he respawns. Ow. Really? Bye. Okay, so right over here. And I told you guys to remember the spot early in the series.
It is a nice view, but we must be moving.
This is exactly why I told you guys to remember this spot. So, let's see. Close. Check ground. Here we go. Hey, got a Legion Caliber and the Atoned Haunting Apparel. Let's just use our watch. Alright. So we're going to hold on to the Legion Caliber for now. Right. So we are going back over here. Back to the hotel again. Interact with the kitty. There we go. Kitty doesn't hate us anymore. So keep looking for the cat. As you progress through the game, you'll have different interactions with them. Okay, so now let's activate our P organ. Another node. So we're gonna do enhanced pulse cell recovery, and we are going to do enhanced charge stagger, as well as increased pulse cells. And where is it? Yep, increased ergo. So 2 upgrades for increased ergo. Every little bit helps. Get more of those levels.
The portrait hanging in Geppetto's room. It looks very much like you. I sense something strange. Something like the changes you're going through. The sort of thing you'd read in a fairy tale. Go to Geppetto's room. You should see it for yourself. I'll use my power to help you.
Alright, so we're gonna level up here. Okay, so vitality's good for now. Only gonna get 1 level. Might as well do advance. A little more damage going into the fight that we're about to go into. But like I said, we're gonna pump up that capacity to 30. For now, anyway. Alright, so we are ready for the King of Puppets. So let's talk about the boss. So it is a full-fledged 2-phase fight. In the first phase, I'll talk about the second phase once we get to it. First phase, he has a lot of slams with his arms. Like, basically, he has, like, vacuum cleaner hose arms. He has a lot of slams with those, a lot of swings. You can either dodge or perfect guard. Obviously, perfect guard's going to help the stagger. And he has a couple attacks that, like he kind of gets down on his hands and knees, and he does like a wind attack. After you get to clear about a quarter of his health, he'll kind of go into a frenzy and do a flurry of attacks. You see that coming, you want to back off a little bit. As he gets lower in health, he will swing his arms quite a bit, so you need to watch out for that. He becomes more aggressive, basically, as he becomes closer to death. He does have a couple red attacks. He will kind of fall on the ground and wave his arms from front to back, which does kind of cover a wide area. It's really best to, if you're in position, you can try and get behind him, like almost like around his legs when he's laying on the floor. And when he swings his arms like across the floor, they won't hit you because you're behind him. So if you can get into that position when he does that attack, that's really the best place to be. So you can just beat on him instead of worrying about trying to perfect guard, stuff like that. He's got another. He will shoot projectiles in the air towards the end of the fight. You can pretty much get close to him and just beat on him. He's got some other flurry of swings that, as long as you're close to him, you can just beat on him instead of worrying about perfect guarding or dodging. And he does have another like whirlwind attack where he can like blow you into the air. Once he does that, I'll call it out if I see it. You can just stay close to him and beat on him again. So he typically starts out with these attacks. You can do just one, or you can do 2 in a row. swings there. It's really like your best bet is to try and stay nice and close to him. And with some of the swings, he may just outright miss you. So. There he goes. There's the flurry. So if you're using a Spectre, you want to stay behind him. Jay staggered. Okay. You can... I was trying to knock him out of that, but I think you can knock him out of that. I've done it before, I believe. I should have just ran away, which is really the best option there. Okay, here's some more swings. The swings are pretty telegraphed, so... He likes to do that, jump around a little bit. So, second phase, you're going to have Romeo, the King of Puppets, come out. He's smaller, more agile, uses a scythe. Me personally, I'm not comfortable doing perfect guards with his attacks because he does do a lot of attacks. Best option here is really to dodge to the left. So, in other words, his right, but your left, and you're going to miss most of his attacks. If you've been following along and you have the rising dodge ability, that's going to be good here because if he knocks you down, he has the availability to plunge his scythe into the ground, like into you, and hit you, do a multi-hit. Alright, so charge attacks are going to be your best friend. There's one of his red attacks. You can see he does do quite a few swings here, so... Alright, dodge left, dodge left. Watch out for that because he pulls you towards him. Got hit there, but that's alright. Fatal attack. There we go. Okay, so once he gets to about 50% health, which he pretty much is now. Alright, keep dodging left. He's going to put his scythe on fire, and he's going to do a flurry of swings. But, again, yeah, here he goes. But again, dodge left, keep dodging left. Yep, see, you're going to miss, you're going to end up behind him. Keep dodging left. So you're dodging left and into his attacks, pretty much. Again, charge attacks at your friend. Surprised the Spectre is still alive here, honestly. This normally doesn't happen. He's normally dead by now. So you see how dodging left works out pretty well here. There we go. Nice. Like I said, that is the first time I've ever seen the Spectre, like anyone's Spectre, mine or anybody else, like last that long.
Incredible! You defeated the king! I gotta think the puppets will have changed too, right? There's only one way to find out. Let's go backstage.
Damn. Tore that boss apart. Crazy. Alright. So, need to go back to the entrance of the Opera House. As we have a record left by Adelina Corday for us. So we'll go do that quick. Beat on the Mama Spider again. Obviously, you know, like any boss fight, the fight's gonna be 10 times harder by yourself, but it's like anything, you just need to learn the moves, learn the patterns. Again, this walkthrough is showing you the quickest and easiest way to get through these bosses. You know, a lot of that's going to be with the Spectre. But I do suggest and recommend that you at least try to learn the boss patterns. Doesn't mean a lot of the time, and like I said, you get in the later game, your Spectre isn't going to last that long. May help you get through a first phase of a fight, but it's probably going to die pretty early in second phase. So, like I said, I'm even surprised that Spectre lasted that entire second phase there. Okay, so we got a locket and fascination record. Alright. Sad story with the sisters there. Okay, so back to the hotel. Going to level up. Check out the boss weapon, which is a pretty cool weapon. Fable arts are really nice.
Ah, I heard you defeated the King of Puppets.
Yes, I did.
Amazing. Ah, the puppets appear lost without their leader. They have no purpose, no focus. To think one can have so much control through ergo waves. If we don't determine who or what is causing it, this could all happen again tomorrow. I fear I must call upon you again, my friend. Please gather records of the puppets' ergo waves while you're defeating them. I always welcome friends.
Okay. Okay, so as you can notice, I'll put on this record, Polendina is missing.
Antonia's condition is getting worse. I knew it would come to this. The petrification disease locks people inside a cage, inside their own bodies. We're all safe, thanks to her sacrifice. But I wish for a miracle to save everyone. Me as well. I'll use my power to help you.
Okay, so capacity. Wow, got 3 out of that, nice. I just realized that I may have given a little spoiler in the previous episode. So I mentioned something with Polendina and Antonia, and forgot that hadn't happened yet. So if apologize if you guys did not know. But that's basically the conversation we're about to have with Polendina.
A great weapon calls for a great warrior. Show me that you're worthy to wield it.
Okay. So we get the Scythe, the Puppet Ripper, C and D scaling, quick upward slash, and storm spinning slash, which is pretty nice. Nice AoE on that. The charge to R2 on this thing is insane. Like you can clear an entire room with it. Like and we get Legion Arms ability. So this is misleading because I thought that if you slap this on and let's say you have tier 2 across the board and all your Legion Arms, I thought that like this would bump you up to having a fully upgraded arm across the board, but no, it doesn't do that. This actually changes the scaling on your Legion Arms. So it bumps up, if you had like a B scaling, like it would give you an A scaling in like motivity or whatever. So kind of useless, I think. We're going to use We're gonna get the Puppet Ripper, and we're gonna get. Let's see. We're gonna get the 7-coil spring sword. I do like that weapon. Probably not gonna use it in this playthrough, but and we're gonna get the etiquette too. So we already got, or we already used the soul from the one boss, so we can't get the Holy Arc sword.
Oh, it's you. Come closer, won't you? When you reach a certain age, it's a comfort to reflect on old memories. That's a portrait of me when I was young. I was so feisty, so fearless back then. I loved the world, and the world loved me back. The passion of those days is long gone, but I still dream of those memories. I'm curious what your young eyes see. Is there any resemblance between me and that portrait?
Okay, so this is a live playthrough, so
It seems Geppetto even taught you good manners. Yes, those beautiful memories are still vivid in my mind. Time and the memories that fill it are all we have. I hope you're making some good memories of your own. It may be a comfort to you someday.
okay. So if you tell the truth, she says something like, "Oh, you don't mince words," or something like that. Okay, so let's go talk to Paul and Dina. But yeah, that charge R2 on the scythe is pretty nasty.
Welcome, good sir. At last, we speak frankly instead of with professional reserve. I have something to confess. Something involving your unique perspective. I am a puppet whose ego has awoken. I don't know exactly why, and we need not dwell on the details. Instead, I wish to dwell on the welfare of Lady Antonia. I adore Lady Antonia. It is a presumptuous feeling for a puppet to have, to be sure. I have no intention of putting myself forward, of course. However, I cannot watch her die. It's too painful. Thus, I need your unique perspective. You exist somewhere between human and puppet. Can a puppet and a human fall in love? Have you ever met a puppet who loves a human?
Okay, so we're gonna show the wedding ring. That's the truth, but it's not gonna screw up your lies playthrough.
Unbelievable love, to be sure. With a wedding ring as its symbol. I fear even trying to pursue such a splendid happiness. I have no intention of telling her, of course. It wouldn't be proper to burden someone so frail. If I may be frank, this is better than I dared hope. Even if you are telling me a sweet lie, I shall savor it. Thank you. It was wise to confide in you. Thank you for granting me that wisdom.
Okay, so like I said, that
No
it won't
matter
screw up
what
your lies
fate brings,
playthrough,
serving her
but
welcome to-
you want to do that because it's gonna further the quest line. So if you say there's no such puppet, that's gonna screw up the quest line, and hence there's there's a achievement tied to that, so you definitely don't want to do that. Okay, so Geppetto is not here, but we will talk to him in a minute, and as you can see, our nose is growing because of our lies. Alright, so let's go back to the stage, Opera House stage. Alright, so we got everything accomplished in the hub that we needed to, talked to everybody that we needed to. So we are pretty much going to call it a part here. In the next episode, we will continue past the Opera House and continue the story. So hopefully you all enjoyed. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully this walkthrough is helping you out. So stay tuned. More coming at you.